Fog Racing back again with some more car launch content. And I mean, I was going to do two separate vids, but that you kind of need to do that when the car launch happens. McLaren did it earlier on, but we're going to talk about the Aston Martin first of all. Chris Medland here, F1 reporter, with a couple of pictures. And I'll tell you what, right? This Aston Martin is literally the exact same car as last year. I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's actually like they've launched the car or if it's just a livery job, but I mean, it literally looks like the exact same livery. I think last year they had a couple of, like, you know, like the wee yellow stripes at the engine cover, but I mean, I'm a bit disappointed. I mean, I think it's still a nice looking car, but I don't like when they just copy the same car over and over again. I do like a difference in liveries, and I do like when, you know, you watch F1. I feel like back in the day, when you looked at it, you know, you could easily tell different years apart. But now, I feel like, from an out, I mean, obviously I can still tell, because, you know, when you know your stuff, you know your stuff. But again, it is literally just a rinse and repeat. I mean, Alonso and Lance Stroll will be driving this car. Does it look like a car that's going to be capable of podiums regularly? Or wins, potentially? Not really, but I think Alonso will be glad from a point of view of Mercedes engines are very reliable, so you know he should be finishing most races if he isn't wiped out. But I wouldn't be surprised for Alonso next season if the Aston Martin's reliability is piss poor. But I mean, if I was to rate that livery out of 10, I'd give it a 7. It's still a nice livery, like, but at the end of the day, I think it would be better if they changed it up a wee bit. You know, I don't know. I think it is a wee bit lighter, but again, it's nothing major for me to go, oh, that's a belter. But let's talk about McLaren, and they've added a lot more black to their car this year. But again, I'm just not really, you know, I mean, it's still nice, but I don't think it's the greatest livery I've ever seen. And again, it's very similar, it feels like, to last year. I think there is a lot less blue in the car, so you have blue, orange and black, and it's still nice. I'd probably still give this one about a 7. I feel like if you like these colours, then you will absolutely, you know, dig it. But for me, I'm not really the greatest fan. But I mean, the article here is about Lando Norris, says that he has the patience to wait for the team to rebuild and the championship winners. But, you know, McLaren haven't been championship winners since 2007, right? And the last years they came close to winning the championship was 2010. I mean, alright, in 2012 they still had a car that was capable of wins, and on it, like, at the start of the season, the McLaren was probably the fastest car for a few rounds, and then it quickly became Red Bull. But again, you know, they weren't in that championship anywhere near. It was Alonso and Vettel towards the end. The McLaren definitely weren't. I mean, yes, they did break down an awful lot, and it was a bit of bad luck. But I mean, it's been 11 years since McLaren had a car that was worthy of a championship. And again, I don't know how long is Lando Norris willing to wait. And with the current structure of F1, I wouldn't be surprised if McLaren don't win a title for like another 25 years. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope that, you know, like McLaren, like Alpine, and like Audi, Aston Martin, those, I mean, I hope that, I mean, I'm not just picking out the other 7 teams, but I hope one day, you know, you can get a season where literally every team is capable of having an outside chance of the title. But the way it is, I don't think it's going to happen, and personally, I think Lando Norris is going to have to move if he wants to challenge for a world title. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below. Both cars, I'm giving a 7 out of 10. Who's next? I think Ferrari is launching tomorrow. And Ferrari's going to be red, but I don't mind red. So until next time, that's it for Fog Racing. Like, comment, subscribe, check out all the other stuff, the shorts, blah, blah, blah. But until then, peace.